Hey everyone, Emily here with Hydroponic Princess. So in this video, I'm going to talk about splitting up your plants. So whether you did a grow your own pod in your AeroGarden and you put a couple of seeds in there and more than one germinated, or if you bought pre-seeded pods and more than one germinated, you cannot have more than one in a pod, mostly with the big plants. Lettuce, it's not going to really matter. But if you have like a jalapeno plant or a tomato plant, you're talking about a stem almost about as big as my thumb, if not a little bigger, going in this pod. So you can't have, 3 stems that big trying to grow in this pod. What's going to happen is your plants are going to strangle each other because they're going to fight for space and nutrients. So right down here, I have my mini bell peppers, and this is the exact same ones that we planted before in my other video. Normally, you would want to split these when they're smaller, but these grew very strange. This one germinated right away. This little guy down here, he probably germinated a week ago, maybe 10 days ago. And then you got these little guys over here. And some of them took, like this little guy, took a full 30 days for a plant to pop out. I really thought that some of the seeds just weren't good, but they just needed that extra time. So normally you would want to be pulling these apart, when this one's a little smaller. I'm hoping that we can save the ones we pull out. You win some, you lose some. You can't save every one. But in order to do this, we're going to need a pod. We're going to need sponge. So same thing, I'm just going to wet my sponge a little like I did before. You're also going to need a scissors for this because you're going to want to cut this open lengthwise down. And I like it to almost fold open so you can see. So you can just put your root and your little plant right in there, and it's going to close right around it. So I'm going to get it wet, and especially these, you really want these wet because these plants are going through a lot. They're used to being constantly submerged in water. I want to put them right back into a wet sponge. So here we go. These guys are a little big, so I'm hoping that they make it. Okay. So I'm gonna grab right here as close as I can to the base. And I'm just trying to kind of pull him out gently. And he's got a really good root system, so I don't know how well he's going to transplant. Okay, so he actually didn't come out too bad. Got some pretty good roots on him. Here we go. As you can see, he's got some pretty good ones. Now I'm gonna open this up, and I'm just gonna put him in here, and all his little roots, I'm gonna just stick them in there right in the center. So just gonna close him up in there. He's got a couple of roots hanging out. That's okay. Got a nice soaking wet sponge. That's good. So I'm thinking he's gonna make it. He's one that I'm thinking is gonna make it. Now I got this. Pop him in there. And we got another little plant. Now these guys here, these guys are gonna go right back in my XL. So that unit is large enough to have these in there for their life. Where these guys, I'm gonna get some really good roots in them, get them healthy, have them survive this transplanting, this pulling apart, and then they're gonna go in soil. If you found this video informational and helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.